guys, it's Maya here, and today's Vlogmas video is on my 2020 goals. I'm not going to say resolutions because that's kind of a jinx for me, but I wanted to come up with a list of goals that I'd hopefully like to accomplish in 2020. If you're like me, I'm a big procrastinator and I oftentimes lose track of my goals and my tasks and things that I want to do to accomplish my goals. So one of my biggest goals is to be more organized. So I'm starting off 2020 with a list of goals that I would like to achieve, hopefully, and maybe I'll add a few more things to the list closer to New Year's, but for now I'm going to share with you my goals, maybe in a little bit of a hopes to inspire you guys to come up with your own goals. I think it's always good to have things that you want to be proud of and to work towards because it gives us a better purpose, you know, and a better meaning to our day. So I'm going to start off my 2020 goals, which I've written down, with moving to a bigger space. So don't get me wrong, I absolutely love my bedroom. It's gorgeous. I have huge windows. I have lots of space in my bedroom. I have a freaking huge TV, so I can't complain about that. But the apartment itself is actually pretty small. It's a shared living space. I have 2 roommates and one of them is my sister, which is really nice too. But it's just not a lot of space in general. Pretty much all I have to myself is my bedroom, and then I share a kitchen slash sitting area, and it's honestly too small to film in, and then filming in my bedroom every time just gets kind of stale a little bit because I just feel like I'm cooped up in here, because then I'll edit over there on my desk and I'll film over here on the camera and then I'll go to bed over there on my bed, and it just feels like I'm living in such a small closed quarter. So I'd like to move somewhere that's a bit more spacious and airy with a bit of a better kitchen space, so maybe I can do some more cooking videos, and also maybe a space where I can kind of do a little YouTube studio setup where I can just click my camera and film for you guys. And that kind of segues into my next goal for 2020. I want to make at least 1 YouTube video per week. And this is not a crazy goal. So many people do daily vlogs, so I know I can accomplish at least 1 YouTube video per week. And hopefully some weeks I'll do even more than that, but for now I'm just setting myself at 1 YouTube video per week. My next 2020 goal is to finish my plant-based cookbook. It's something I've been working on for a little while now. I absolutely love cooking. If you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a lot of stuff on my story. I love coming up with my own creations and stuff, and yeah, I just want to share that with you guys. I've never done a book before, so it's kind of a big mountain to climb, but I'm just taking it 1 recipe at a time. My next 2020 goal is to find an agent or a manager. I've been talking about this for a while with you guys. I kind of have trust issues because back when I started my YouTube channel and I started blowing up, I signed with an MCN, which is a third-party company that partners with your YouTube channel. And I signed up with this MCN. I was naive. It was in 2015, and that was when I was starting to really gain traction, and I thought they had my best interests at heart, but they actually took 40% of all my earnings, all my ad revenue, and they gave me a $10 a month subscription to a music service, like for copyright-free sound, and just rearranged YouTube's analytics for me to look at, and it was very depressing. At that time, I was making a lot of ad revenue because it was back when YouTube was better at sponsoring LGBT videos, and I'm pretty sure I was paying them like $1,000 a month or more, and that was like 40% of my income, so it was like crazy, and it really discouraged me from creating content because I felt like I was putting money in their pockets. So I want to find an agent or a manager I can trust. I want to be able to support myself through sponsorships and brand deals and stuff and not feel like I'm being scammed, like something I feel like I have a lot of past stress with. So I want to sort out that stress, answer my emails, find someone that I trust. Next, I want to have 3 acting jobs or modeling jobs in 2020. I want to pursue a little bit more in that direction. It could be like diversity modeling. I'm definitely not like the archetype of a model. I'm a trans woman. I'm a little bit more broad-shouldered. I don't have that model waist or anything like that, but I feel like it could be fun to do something like that, or more so do acting where I could do some short films and build up a reel. My next goal is to go to at least 2 music festivals. I absolutely love music festivals. I've only gone to a couple. I've gone to Osheaga, which is in Montreal, and I've also gone to Way Home, which used to be at Oro-Medonte but is discontinued. But honestly, some of the best times in my life, getting to see so many of your favorite musicians in one weekend, crazy. Love it so much. I'd love to go to some more international festivals, maybe to one in Europe or one in South America, or maybe even like one in the States, like Lollapalooza or Coachella. That one's a little bit maybe less attainable, but just some kind of fun music festival, because I love festival outfits. I love just having a good time, you know? My next goal is to go to the gym at least 4 times per week, which is a little bit of a hard goal for me because I am not consistent when it comes to the gym. If it's too cold out in the winter, I'm like, damn, I don't want to go. But I'm going to try to push myself because I feel very energized and good after. It's not about losing weight or transforming my body. It's more about having energy and feeling mobile. And that kind of leads into my next one, which is I would like to do a half hour of yoga flexibility wise per day. So that's just like a morning warm up or an evening cool down where you just do like the basic stretches, maybe some cat-cow, some dog pose, and just work on my flexibility. When I was in high school, I did that actually. I did that for like months, and then I was able to do the splits, which I thought was crazy. So I kind of want to get back to that, you know? It was very like fulfilling, and I was able to kind of meditate while I was doing it. So very calming. So it's something I want to do again in 2020. My next goal is to make YouTube merch. It's something that I've thought about for years. You guys have been asking me about, but I've only wanted to make merch if there's something authentic I can put on it and create. I don't want to put like a commonly used catchphrase that everyone knows and put it on merch and try to make money off of it. That's not my vibe. I want it to be authentic, I want it to be me, and I want you guys to be a part of it. So hopefully I can come up with some kind of branding in 2020 for that, because I feel like it would be a really fun thing to do. I love clothes and fashion and design, so hopefully I can come up with something in 2020. Another goal I have is to read 5 books. I love reading, and it's something I haven't made the time for recently, so I would absolutely love to read 5 books at least, and I would like to read something nonfiction too, something motivational, because it's something I've never really done before, and I feel like a lot of people are reading nonfiction and it seems to be super helpful and inspiring for them. So maybe even do like a book club with my friends or something. Maybe with you guys, we can discuss and critique. I love doing that. So 2020, I'm gonna be a bookworm. 5 books is definitely not a bookworm, but baby steps. My next goal is to hang out with friends at least once a week. I think one of the most important things in life is finding a balance. I find it very difficult to balance the time I spend with people, whether it's family, friends, relationship, work, and alone time, of course. We can't forget alone time. So I kind of want to see if I can reach an equilibrium between feeling inspired and hanging out with my friends, having the cozy affirmation of being in a relationship and having that deep connection, seeing family and staying connected to your roots, while also having a career and having that time to yourself to be able to better yourself and to reach self-care and be calm and find peace. Sounds like a dream, right guys? So I'm gonna try rearranging my schedule a bit and making more time for friends, because I feel like that's something I've been neglecting in the past few years, and also making more time for family as well. My next goal is a pretty big one. I know I've been saying that a lot lately, but metrically it's big. I want to pay off half of my student loan in the coming year. I want to hustle. So my student loan, unfortunately, is $30K, which probably sounds low to people in the States. I've heard that the outrageous tuition prices there completely eclipse ours. So sorry about that. That sounds really unfortunate, but my undergrad, I did have some government funding coming from a low-income family and stuff, so that helped me out, but I still have $30K debt, and I feel like I can't truly be free, and I feel like there's this weight on me just thinking about how I owe so much money. So being able to pay off even half of it in 2020 would be completely liberating. So 15K, and I will be finished that goal. So I'm really gonna strive for that in 2020. I just wanna get my debts out of the way. My next goal is to meal prep for the work week. I pretty much do that already. I'll just make extra food when I'm making dinner one night, but I think I wanna dedicate more time on like a Sunday or something when I know I have all these shifts coming up, and just make healthy meals so that I don't have to cook as much throughout the week and save time ultimately. Another goal I have is to use a weekly planner and set goals. I find that I'm the kind of person who can get caught up in the moment. I'm doing work and then rushing home and then making a YouTube video or doing some editing or just, I don't know, hanging out with friends and stuff, and you kind of lose track of your goals. So for me, I'll procrastinate on certain things. I might not get back to that email on time, and I just want to set goals and organize my life, because organization is the first step to success. I want to make goals. I want to take the steps to plan them out, to achieve them. And yeah, that's basically my goal. I want to use my daily planner. I had one for 2019. I maybe wrote in it like a handful of times, and it was such a waste. It was such a pretty planner too. So I really, really want to motivate myself to plan out my weeks and strive for those long-term goals. My next 2020 goal is to get electrolysis and a tracheal shave. I find in the past few years, I've kind of neglected the physical parts of my transition because I've been distracting myself with work and student debt and rent and all this stuff. And my money has kind of not been going towards my transition because it wasn't the most important thing in the moment. Obviously in 2019, I got a breast augmentation with help from you guys. So that was super unbelievable. That's my first surgery I've had for my transition. And I thank you guys so much for that. It was such a eye-opening experience, and I feel like I'm like steps closer to my transition being complete physically. And obviously there's a lot of like mental work that goes through all of these steps as well. But I definitely want to get rid of my chin hair and get electrolysis in 2020. It's something that I just kept putting off. Unfortunately, just the hair on my chin is blonde, so it didn't get really targeted by the lasers that I had a few years ago. So I'm just afraid of electrolysis. It sounds super painful and scarring and stuff like that. So I don't know. And then also just with the trach shave, it's something I always wanted, but I kind of told myself like, oh, you don't need it. Like, you're being superficial. Like, you don't need it. But then subconsciously I see photos or I see videos, and I may not like draw attention to it when I'm looking at myself in the mirror, but it's something I subconsciously am uncomfortable with. And I think if I got it removed, or not removed, just shaved down, it would make me more confident of a person and have less dysphoria. I definitely want to do the incision up here so that they don't have a scar just going across my throat. But that could be a cool scar too, so I don't know. And last but not least, I just want to do more self-care in 2020. I'm not the person who puts a lot of money into self-care in how I look and stuff like that. Like, I'll go to the hair salon like once a year, and honestly I miss my cousin. I want to go see her more, so I want to just like upkeep myself more because it makes me feel good and fresh and happy and confident. And not in a materialistic shallow way, but in a self-care kind of way. Like when you light a candle when you come home from work, and you put on a face mask and take a bubble bath. I just want more of those moments because I feel like I allow myself to get into a dark, grouchy place. Like getting my nails done could be nice. I want to like consistently get my nails done, whether that means like painting them myself and shaping them myself, or going to the salon, or getting my eyelashes done, or trying out self-tanner. Like, I just want to have more self-expression and self-care for myself, because something I completely neglected in 2019, and yeah, it's not cool. You deserve to take care of yourself first. So something I just want to do for myself a little bit in 2020. And that brings me to a close for right now with my 2020 goals. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, maybe got a little bit of inspiration for your 2020 goals. It's all about just bringing positivity into the new decade. Can't believe I'm saying that. But yes, the new decade. I feel like 2020 is a very auspicious year. I feel like I think of hindsight 2020, that phrase, and it makes me think of all the mistakes and all the achievements that I've had throughout the past 20 years. And it makes me think about how I want to move forward and turn those negatives into positives and learn from stuff and really take all the things that I've gone through in the past few decades, which is like honestly so much. I feel like I've gone through so much, especially transitioning, and I just want to take all of that and bring positive vibes into 2020. I want to really take my hindsight 2020 and make 2020, how many times am I going to say that? Take a shot for every time I say 2020. And just like achieve goals, learn from my mistakes, and be the best version of myself. Sounds cheesy, but that's what I want to happen, and I hope it happens for you guys too. And let's make this decade one to remember. I'll see you guys for my next Vlogmas, and I will talk to you guys soon. Love you. Bye.